point to yourself on the wall.
That's such cheesy B-roll, Alicia.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought I would show you around my college dorm room before I move out in the next week or so. But before I get into it, I just want to quickly thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is a platform where you can basically learn anything you want. Any interest, passion, hobby you want to pick up or you want to further. Skillshare definitely has all the videos to help you develop those skills. Some videos that I'm always interested in are decorating rooms, sort of organizing things, and also just room tours because I love to get inspiration from my own dorm room. Skillshare definitely has a wide selection of videos you can watch on interior design that will help you with that. They show you different combinations that fit well together. You can draw inspiration from their own design methods, and it's also not just limited to that. There's other creativity videos like how to brush letter, how to draw, paint, literally anything. With an annual subscription of less than $10 a month, you can get unlimited access to all of these classes, and there's also Skillshare original videos that you can't find anywhere else. So definitely check that out. If you want to test out Skillshare, you can click the link in the description and you will get a 2-month free trial to Skillshare. Yeah, so try out their premium membership, see if it's for you, and learn new skills, because who doesn't love learning? So with all of that being said, let's get into the tour. So starting off with the back of my door, I keep quite a lot of things on here just because there's limited storage in this room. So on the back I have my backpack, which I take to uni every day. I had my coat on the back for when it was winter, and then on the other side I have my towel and dressing gown just for when I have a shower, because that's down the corridor. And then on the side I just have this post-it note saying don't forget fob, because I've locked myself out a few too many times. So this room is a pretty standard fresher room, and there isn't an ensuite or anything, but there's a sink in the room which actually comes in so handy. On the top I just keep some lotion, soap, shower gel, stuff like that. Here I'm showing you the sink. Don't know why, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I basically just brush my teeth there, wash my face, stuff like that. And then on the side I also have this hand towel because there's a little rack thing for it. And then above that there's this little hook, which first I didn't know what it was, but I just put a plant there, and also my shower caddy. And then finally there's just this little motivational note I wrote to myself because it was exams. And underneath the sink there's this little cupboard which I just put spare toiletries, and next to that is a box which I just store random stuff, camera equipment, and yeah. So on the other side of my room is basically everything else. The main portion is my bed. It's a king single bed, and I just got these sheets on it and this really soft blanket from Kmart, which I highly recommend if you are looking for a soft blanket. To decorate, I have these throw pillows. You probably see the vibe I was going for. My room was very natural colors and whites and stuff like that. On the back of the wall I just covered that wooden thing with a tapestry, and then above my bed is this shelf, and I just chucked all my books on here. Might seem a little dangerous over the bed, but there wasn't really any other storage. Some of the binders do hang over the edge, but they, for the most part, have stayed there. This is all my work from this semester. I have quite a few textbooks. I borrowed most of them from the library. Some of them are my own, like this anatomy atlas. Then right next to that, I just have my binding machine. This was the one you may have seen in my last study space tour. I brought it to Sydney just to use for uni. I just keep the binding combs on top of that. Then this little gap here, I just chucked my UE boom there to play some tunes. On the other side of the shelf is more just decorative stuff. I have my plaque there, some fake plants, and then also I keep my flashcard box here, which actually broke, which is kind of sad, but I just store the spare ones up there. And then I have this dream catcher hanging over the top of my bed. There was a hook nicely placed on the ceiling when I arrived, so it was the perfect location. Then across the top of the wall, I have these fairy lights which I purchased off eBay, and they just have like pegged clips on them. So I printed out a bunch of little photos from my sprocket and hung them up on there. Above my bed head is this little light. I don't really use it that much, but it's good if you want to read in the dark or something. Moving on to the side of my bed, I purchased this trolley thing from IKEA and I just use it as a bedside table. So on there I have my alarm clock, which also acts as a radio and a Bluetooth speaker, which is ideal. I also have this charging dock for my phone and watch, and then behind that are just a bunch of random things like my water bottle, plant, and also books. The next tier is even more random things. I have like cases, my camera strap, and some perfume, and then I also keep my jewelry here in this tray thing, not very organized. Then in the bottom tier, I have some cups and Tupperware. I usually have more snacks here, but it's towards the end of semester, so I don't have that much anymore. Moving along on this windowsill, I have the one non-fake plant in my room. I also have this family photo in a frame and also just this decorative thing that used to be on the wall but fell down. Now onto the more exciting part of my room, which is my desk. It's actually a pretty big desk considering the size of the room, so I do store a lot of stuff on here. On the side, I just keep my planner, my iPad, and also my headphones. This stuff I usually take around with me, so it doesn't always sit on the side there. Behind that is my washi tape stand you would have seen from Muji. On top I have a few random things. This hand surface sanitizer. I usually spray my anatomy notes with that after my labs. Then this clear desk drawer set that I got from Muji. I store all of my stationery here. So these are my brush pens, Stabilo pastel highlighters, and this random silver brush pen, mild liners, Tombow markers. Basically any piece of stationery that I have at college is probably in here. Above that is my more frequently used stationery, so I just have some whiteboard markers here, fine liners, black pens, red pens, scissors, just your basic necessities. I also have random things like my lip balm. On the side of my desk, I've clamped my microphone stand here, which I use to do my voiceovers, and also this desk lamp, which I used to have on my old desk. It has really good white light on it, so I brought it here. Right on the center of my desk is my Imac. This is a really good projector screen just to put up lecture notes or also just like watch movies and stuff. And then I have the keyboard and mouse for it. This keyboard does have a keyboard cover on it, which is like a marble print. On one of my last videos, someone thought it was like a cracked keyboard, but no, it's just a cover. I keep this Muji desk fan thing, which keeps me nice and cool and also awake sometimes. Underneath all of that is this mouse pad. This one's really unique and handy because it functions as a mouse pad but also a phone charger. My cousin is selling these on his Amazon store, so I'll leave the link to the product in the description. On the left side of the computer are more files. These are more my refills and also just like smaller books. I have my spare paper, plastic sleeves, and also just some past paper booklets in there. This is where I keep my cute tissue box and also pencil case. This is a laptop that I'll take to uni classes, lectures, and it's just charging here because the PowerPoint's right next to it. Above my desk is the main light source of this room. There's no lights on the ceiling but this bar thing. Under that is this pin board which came with the room. My semester 2 assessment tracker, which I made at the beginning of the semester just to plan and outline the assignments for each subject on what weeks, so I knew which weeks were going to be the busiest. And then this sheet from when we were watching The Bachelor and was trying to guess what order people were going to win, and I got it very wrong. As you can see, the front of this desk has a lot of scratch marks because this desk probably has been used by a lot of people. Then underneath I just have random boring stuff like my laundry and stuff to do my laundry. Then the most extravagant thing in my room, which is this huge printer. You obviously don't need a printer this big, but this is just the one I had from home, so I brought it here to use. This drawer set which came with the room, I think it's meant to be under the desks, but I just used it to put my printer on top of. And then in there I just keep other random books and extra stationery. These are just some A3 mind maps I was writing for my exam revision. I had them stuck all around my room, but since the exam's over, I decided to take them down now. On the walls of my room, I did, however, hang up a whiteboard. I used command strips to hang it up so it wouldn't wreck the walls, but this I just used to do some active recall, drawing on the whiteboard when I need to. And then as you can see, I have this luggage and extra stuff which usually isn't here, but since I'm packing my stuff up, I have a few luggages in my room. In the center of my room is this fluffy rug. And yes, it is fake fur. Now onto the final part of my room, which is the closet. On the closet doors, I've just stuck up all of these images that I have of my friends and family. These are all my photos from the past year, and it was honestly so easy to make. Like, I printed them for maybe 10 cents each at Officeworks. In the wardrobe is obviously my clothes. I also store my shoes in here and my towels and stuff like that. There's multiple mirrors in this room, one on both sides of the wardrobe. But yeah, nothing too interesting. It's really just clothes. Next to my full-length mirror, I have these two A3 sheets of paper, which I just did to plan out my exam revision. I wrote out like a mini calendar and like when I was going to do certain topics, just so I knew how much I needed to do to cover all of the content. Then underneath that, I have my most worn shoes. Then I have some A3 paper and just spare printer paper underneath this plant. That's pretty much it for my college dorm tour. I hope you found it interesting or could use it as some inspiration. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also comment down below what your favorite part of the room was. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!